with me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to this Louie T Network exclusive kickback session, week number 9 in the National Football League. We've reached the midpoint of the season, essentially. I don't like the way this is going. I thought I would have gotten my act together by now. That is not the case. This was another easy week after a really tough, one of the worst weeks I've ever seen from a prognosticating standpoint. This was a bounce back week, and I still managed to botch the bounce back week, if you can imagine that. That's the kind of season it's been for me right now. I'm not giving up. And, you know, while things look bleak now, this is the exact point last season when I started to turn things around, but I don't like basing what I'm going to do this year off of what I did last year, because the two aren't the same. So, and you guys have been good. I got to give credit where credit is due. You guys have been consistent. I've been waiting for some of you to slip up, have that one week where I go, there it is. There's my opening. There's my opportunity. It just hasn't happened for some of you guys. You just have been super consistent this year. And so I got to give credit where credit is due. That said, let's get to the proceedings this evening. Shout out to all of the mob members out there. Shout out to everybody who is a part of the LTN Exclusives. And if you're not, what are you waiting on? You still have time to get in. Weekly Pick'em Pool is available every single week. And next year, just understand, you don't want to miss out. Next year, get in on the fun while you can. Okay? So let's get to week number 8 real quick. Before we can talk about week 9, we first have to recap week 8, and we will start with the Soul Survivor Pool. That's the easiest because nobody was eliminated. Everybody took care of business in week number 8 of the Survivor Pool. So shout out to everybody who has survived through the first 8 weeks of the season. It is not easy. We started out with over 50 participants in the Survivor Pool. It's down to 11. So again, it's not the easiest thing in the world. It sounds easy, but it is not. Trust me, I have not won this thing yet. So we'll go through this quickly. For those of you who say the Chargers can't ever get anything done for you, shame on you. The Chargers got it done over the Bears in rather comfortable fashion, I may add. So Daywalker advances due to the Chargers getting it done on Sunday Night Football. Skins fan 808 Skins fan took the Cowboys and they destroyed the Rams. Lions took care of business. Wasn't the cleanest performance, but look, doesn't matter. Just got to win by, outlast the opponent by 1 point. Lions get it done for Media Truth. Chargers got it done for D Malone. Mike Lowry went with the Baltimore Ravens and got it done. Oh, we did have someone get eliminated. I told a story. Texan 119, unfortunately. Womp, 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 womp. Look, if you didn't want to play anymore, why didn't you just tell me? I would have took your spot. Gladly. Did not submit a pick this week. Isn't that crazy? Came all this way, did all of this good selecting to get to week 8 and just forget about making a pick. I don't want $1,000. And again, like I've said before, I kid. Life happens. I don't know what happened in that person's life to have them forget to submit their picks. Again, this is really minuscule in the grand scheme of life. Like, this is a game. There's a lot of money involved, but it's a game at the end of the day, right? Real life happens. So hopefully everything's okay with Texan 119. Sucks that you got eliminated because you didn't send in a pick, but we forged forward. Mike Lowry took care of business with the Ravens, even though that was a lot closer than most of us thought. Commander E took the Chargers. They got it done. Buffalo Bills got it done on Thursday Night Football. So BB was feeling really good after getting it done, even though he had to sweat at the end. That's got to be a great feeling, getting it done on Thursday night, not even have to worry about getting a Sunday. Kevin the PRF, Detroit Lions got him through to week number 9. Baltimore Ravens, Bronco Billy got Bronco Billy through to week 9. So did Cody. Baltimore Ravens getting him through to week number 9. Juice took the Chargers, and those are your 11 participants. That's now, I think, been trimmed down to 9, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Or excuse me, 10. Let's see. It might still be 11, but I think that's 10 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, still 11. Still 11, despite Texan 119 being eliminated. So congratulations to the 11 of you who still remain. Now shit's gonna get interesting. I think I said that last week, but for the most part, now you're gonna have to start relying on teams that you really don't trust. And this is when the pool usually ends right around 9, 10, 11, right before Thanksgiving. I don't know if we've had a survivor pool extend past Thanksgiving. This is usually when it gets tough. This is usually when it starts to get tough. But we'll see. We will see. Congratulations once again to all of you who have survived through the first 8 weeks of the season. All right, we move on to the weekly pick'em pool. And we'll take a look at that real quick. So, like I said, this was an easy week. We'll talk more about that when we get to the winners and losers league. But shout out to Bet the Board. So let me address something real quick right now. Couple of things that I need to address with you guys. First thing, if you use PayPal as your form of payment, you're going to get your earnings a bit later than someone that paid via CashApp. So here's the dilemma, and it's not a big issue. I just want to let you know up front so you don't think anything's wrong or something's going on with the money. CashApp is direct. It's immediate. I can take money out of my bank account, throw it into CashApp, and it's available immediately. With PayPal, they have to go through this long, arduous process to verify. It takes 3 to 5 business days. So you win, you may not get your money if you pay via PayPal instantaneously, okay? So just look at it this way. Cash App is like your cell phone. If you want to contact somebody, you can either dial their number, you can text them. You've got multiple ways to make sure that they get their funds immediately. PayPal is like a telegram. So understand that there's going to be a bit of a process. Like, for instance, Chalupa won the football pool last week. He just got his money today. The money that I sent over to PayPal to pay him just hit the account on PayPal and was active and available for me to send to him today. Okay. I literally went into PayPal and put the money in right after this was over last week. So let's call it Wednesday last week. And he didn't get his money until Tuesday this week. So just want to give you a heads up. That's something. And then here's the other thing. I was being courteous earlier this season because it was new. People were getting acclimated. I didn't want to be a dick. Playtime's over now. Okay. So now I'm going to be an ass now, and I don't mind being an ass because when you try to be nice, people take advantage of you. And I struggle with that. So Bet the Board. Congratulations. Let me get this out of the way first. Congratulations for winning the pool. And I got to give you even more credit because you won and you didn't submit your picks in enough time to be eligible to win Thursday night, and you still found a way to win. That's impressive because you gave away a game that you probably would have won. Anyway, Bet the Board won, and I had initially made a mistake. So two issues here. He selected Carolina. He sent me an email. He turned his picks in late. He's like, oh man, life happened, which it does. And I don't mind. That's a loss for you, not for me. I don't care. Here's where things get dicey for me. And I don't ask much. Okay. I don't ask much. But the one thing that I asked you, if you turn in your picks, is that you put the picks in sequential order the way that I have them listed on the sheet. If you can't do that, then we have a problem. I allow people to slide up until this point. I'm drawing a line in the sand now. Bet the board. I made a mistake and gave him the Texans when he picked Carolina. You know why that happened? One, I wasn't focused in like I should have been. But I don't submit picks individually. That's why you're supposed to submit your picks through the Google sheet, the doc, so that I don't have to touch the picks. But that's besides the point. I dropped the ball there. However, he didn't do his part. And this is the main thing you should be focusing on. Keep the main thing the main thing. He didn't put the damn picks in order. That's why the shit got all jumbled and messed up. Because now I got to search for, okay, he put Miami first. Well, clearly Miami is not first. Then he put the Vikings. Well, the Vikings aren't next. So now I got to go through and figure out which team he picked. I'm not doing that shit anymore. If you miss the deadline to submit your picks and you send them to me late and you don't put them in order, I'm not submitting your picks. You've been warned. That's the gauntlet. It's been laid. Now you have to follow suit. Either get your picks in on time or send them in the order that they're listed on the sheet. Now, you won, and I'm glad you won, but next time you won't win if you can't follow directions. It's as simple as that. So just making sure I let everybody know that's where I'm at with mine now. I got too much shit going on to be chasing around where these picks go. If you're going to send me your picks late, not a problem. Just put them in order. If you don't, I don't feel bad not submitting your picks for you. It's a simple request. Follow directions. Hope we are all on the same page now. Shout out to Bet the Board. That's impressive to give away a game and still have 3 losses and win. And you know what I'm thinking about doing next year? And I think this is what I'm going to do. As you can see, Bet the Board had 3 losses. So did Twin D, right? This was a close one. This is as close as I've seen in quite some time. This is as close as I've seen since a tie, right? We don't have those very often on weekly pick 'em pool, but every so often, 2 people have the same amount of losses and both of them have the same points. However, Twin D had 3 losses and he had 39 points. Woo! Bet the Board had 3 losses and he had 40 points. He hit it on the head. The score was 26-14, 40 points exactly. I think what I'm going to do next year is I'm going to double the pot for the winner if they hit the Monday night points on the head. I'm thinking that's going to be a feature that I add in next year. Now, it may be a little bit extra, maybe $1 or $2 extra if you want to, enter yourself into the opportunity to win double. But I'm thinking about doing that. This one I think was 80, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So he would have won $160 next year. I think that's what I'm going to do. He hit it right on the head. That's impressive. It's hard to hit the Monday night points. Exactly. It's almost like playing a lotto. If you do it any order, here's $1,100. But if you hit it exact, here's 5,000. Here's $5,000. You hit it exact. I think I should double that. Anyway, Bet the Board. Congratulations once again. And I think you pay via PayPal, so you already know what it is. I'll see. Hopefully, this time since I did it, maybe they'll move a little bit faster and expedite the process. But like I said, PayPal's a little slow with how they move. But once again, congratulations to Bet the Board. All right. And then finally, we get to the big guy, winners and losers. So let's talk about this week first before we actually get into the actual festivities themselves. So all right. So whew, week 8 was an easy week. And I felt like there were 4 swing games, right? 4 swing games. There was Steelers and Jags, Falcons and Titans, Saints and Colts, and Niners and Bengals. Those were the 4 swing games that you had to kind of navigate in order to have a pretty decent week. And all you needed to do was split that. You didn't need to go 4-0 there. If you did, then you set yourself up for a phenomenal week, because the rest of the games were ones that you should have been able to get correct. And, there's 1 or 2 along the way that you may not have expected. Obviously, nobody picked Denver. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. Most of us didn't pick Denver to beat Kansas City. So that's a loss. And everybody's taking that loss. So you don't really feel bad. Now, Day Walker didn't take the loss, and he only had 3. So that's impressive. But for the most part, everybody's taking that loss with you. You're not tripping on that. Texans losing to Carolina, almost everybody's taking that loss. You're not tripping about that. But it's the Cincinnati 49ers game. It's the Colts and the Saints. It's the Steelers and the Jags. It's the Falcons and the Titans that are going to make the difference. You got to find a way to navigate that. If you can get 3 out of 4 of those correct, you're sitting pretty. You get 2 out of the 4, that's probably going to put you at 12-4. To me, the baseline for this week was 12-4. If you got anything less than 12-4, you weren't doing your job. Really, 12-4, 13-3 should have been where you should have been this week. Anything north of 13-3, you did yeoman-like work. You went above and beyond the call of duty. Anything less than 12-4, and you went out of your way to lose a game or 2 you had no business losing. Anything less than 11-5, you were being special in week number 8. There was no need for anything less than 11-5, but really 12-4 is the cutoff for me. 12-4 was the cutoff in terms of what should have been done this week. So let's just go through the color from last week real quick. As you can see, tons of color, right? Now, remember, high water mark is the pink. So remember, if you're in one of the places, first, second, or third, you're either green for first, purple for second, or you're like turquoise blue or sky blue for third, right? All the other colors represent something else. Pink represents you were one of the best in that week. And then, the gold, bronze, the gold or bronze represents the Piss Cup. So as you can see, a lot of color here, but not a lot when it comes to the place, right? Coop and Smack City and Soul were tied for first. Mr. HTTR and J Camman were tied for third, and Sonny Rawson was in second by his lonesome. Then Sonny messed around and didn't submit picks in week number 8. And again, life happens, right? So again, I don't know what happened with Sonny, but sucks when you're in second place and then you don't submit any picks. So, and then and to make matters worse, on a week where there's 16 games, that's a killer. If Sonny were to come back, he probably can't bounce back from that. All right, let's go through the sheet real quick. Coop was in first place last week, tied for first. He went 12-4. Smack City went 13-3. And because of that, Smack City has taken over first place once again by his lonesome. As a matter of fact, let's start there. Smack City back in first place by himself with a 13-3 week, which is impressive. And when I talk about consistency, Coop and Smack City and Soul have been like the models of consistency to this point. I don't know if any of them have had a real off week yet. And that makes it tough on everybody else to catch up. When they're consistently pumping out double-digit wins, they're taking care of business when they're supposed to. Even when it's a bloodbath like it was last week, they don't wet the bed and have a tremendous, disappointing week. They find a way to just make sure that they keep everybody at bay. And that's what they've done for the most part. And so another great week by Smack City catapults him back into first by himself at 82-40. That's impressive to be 40 games over 500 at this point of the season. As I mentioned, Coop was tied for first last week, went 12-4. So he dropped back one game behind Smack City at 81-41, but he's in second by himself. And then the other person that was in first place tied last week was Soul. And Soul went 11-5, as you can see. So Soul dropped back from tied for first to third place by himself. They're the only three players right now currently that have crossed the 80-win threshold this season. A lot of people knocking on the door, but they haven't been let in yet at 79. A bunch of you are at 79. A couple of you are at 78 and 77. But you keep on knocking, but you can't come in. You ain't in yet. So those are your leaders. Let's go through the rest of the pack. Silver V had a rough go of it at 10-6. And again, to me, anything below 12-4, you were going out of your way to lose a game or two. Anything below 11-5, and you were being special. So 10-6 is not a good look for Silver V. Red Ball Manders, 12-4. Good work there. Sundi, 12-4. Good work, which is, you're going to see that 12-4, 13-3 was the kind of status quo. That's what it should have been this week. Daywalker, as I mentioned, 13-3. That's some good work. 13-3 is some good work. And picking Denver at that. Took some balls to do that. Indeed. Nate P, 12-4 for Nate P. Good work there. 808 Skins fan, 11-5. Chalupa, 11-5. Twin D, as I mentioned, he turned his sheet in with the weekly pick'em, went 13-3. So another really good week. Twin D's been putting in some quality picks this year. I used to make fun of Twin D because he would always pick crazy stuff, like Carolina, for instance. That's the type of shit that he usually is on. I'm surprised he didn't pick Washington. Like, he usually does stuff like that, but he's been on it this year, man. He's been really selective with, the upsets and things of that nature. And he's sitting right there at 78-44 within striking distance. So another good week turned in by Twin D, 13-3. Stacks, 4-10. Ooh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go ahead and I don't know. I haven't been keeping tabs, but we're just going to go ahead and make you pissy for now. That 7 is a lot in this week. So we're just going to go ahead and make you pissy right now. In your gym, 5-piece, 11-5. Mike Jank. That's a lot right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we go ahead and make you pissy too. Again, I don't know if 7 is going to get it done, but that's a lot. In a week where, again, nobody should have been under double digits. To go 9-7, you asking for trouble. Okay, you knocking on the door of trouble. You better hope trouble doesn't open up. Because if he does, he's going to have a big-ass cup full of piss waiting on you on the other side. Tiffany, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn. I hate to do it to you, Tiff, but I got to do it to you. I'm going to go ahead and bless you. No. Pause. My brain is warped. Walt 260. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12-4 for Walt 260. Young Mello. 12-4 for Young Mello. Kevin the PRF, 12-4. Greg Giants 10. I think he went 13-3. Yep. Great week for Greg Giants 10. He's been pretty good this year too. Big Baller Blake, 12-4. Good week for him. Boss Man is on the struggle bus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Me and him just can't get right. You know, we're normally towards the top of this thing, and we've been struggling. If we don't snap, if he doesn't snap out of it, he won't be repeating his champ. Doesn't look good for him right now. And if I don't snap out of it, I won't even be close. I went 11-5. Ricky D. Hustle. My one claim to fame this week is I saw Carolina winning their own. I don't think they're going to win any more games this season. I think that's their one. I saw that one coming, but I offset it by picking Green Bay. And I knew better. I knew I shouldn't have picked those bastards. They stink. I don't really regret any other picks. Taylor Heineke came in, and if what's the dude from – if Van Jefferson could catch, I think he was going to take him down for a touchdown and win the game. But Van Jefferson said, thanks, no thanks, on 4th down. Ricky D. Hustle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just missed out on a trip to Piss Town. J. Cam Man, 12-4. He's been really good this season, too. J. Cam Man has been really, really, really good this season as well. He's knocking on the door of 80 as well. He was in, I think, 3rd place or so just a couple weeks ago. So he's been really good this season. Media Truth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11-5. Rich, I think Rich was 11-5. Yeah, he was 11-5. Bronco Kid, 11-5. Mike Lowry, 12-4. Good work there. Commander E, 11-5. Major Tuddy. Could be in major trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just missed out. Tyrant 78, 11-5. Matthew Lynch. Hi, Mark. 14-2. Hello. Hello. Hello, Matthew. I see you. All right. I don't think anybody's beating that. 14-2 for Matthew Lynch. That's a hell of a week. I think he's going to stand alone as the prime performer of week number 8. 100 grand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get you pissy real quick. And remember, this dude won the first week's weekly pick'em, and he sent me the audio clip, and he was talking shit. He ain't been right since. He ain't been right since. Oh, man. Big B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn, y'all are all off the hook. All of y'all are off the hook. You can go ahead and thank your man, Big B, who looks like he's going to be pissy by himself. I don't see anybody else going 8-8. That's tough to do. In a week like this, you had to be special to lose 8 games. I'm talking real special. King of the North, 1, 2, 3, 13-3. That's a hell of a week for King of the North. As I mentioned, Sonny Rawson didn't submit a pick. He was in 2nd place. He might be done. Normally, when somebody misses a week, they just be like, F it, I lost now. And they usually don't come back. Big Time, 12-4. Big Time missed a week early in the season, or things could be drastically. He's had some good picks the last 3 weeks or so. DMV J93, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11-5. Navy Ramjet, 12-4. Bronco, that's a good week. Bronco Billy, 11-5. Samuel Pando, 2, 4, 6, 10-6. Mr. HTTR, 11-5. Cody, 13-3. That's a good week for Cody. That's a real good week for Cody. HTTR Carson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6. Derek B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11-5. Juice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10-6. Bet the Board, we already went through his sheet. 13-3 for Bet the Board. Really good week, especially considering he missed Thursday Night Football. Smack City, we already went through him. 13-3 and in first place. Gridiron King, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12-4. Metaphor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6. Hype Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 12-4. Soul, we went through this already. Excuse me. I think he went 11-5. And I was in sole possession of third place. Rick Darula, 12-4. Jordan Jones, 12-4. And Dandrix, 11-5. So, Big B, step forth, my guy. Damn, I hate to do it to you because you got to take this shit by yourself. And it's Halloween, man. It's Halloween. Come on, man. Come on. You did this, not me. Take a knee. Yikes. That's a lot of piss, my man. So that's a hell of a lot of piss. Go ahead, man. Start working on that. I know it's going to take a little while. Start working on that, and we'll come back and check on you later, dude. Let's get to the comment section while he tries to get all of that piss down. All right. Rosario Satara Poleski, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Who writes, remember years ago when you talked about the parties for people that got 10 wins a week? They got to go in the house party. Less than 10 couldn't go in. That was called the upper room. The upper room is what we used to call it. Yeah. If you had double-digit wins, there was a party. We'd let you inside. If you didn't have double-digit wins, you were on the outside looking in. We used to talk about how people were looking through the blinds and, you know, trying to see what was going on, listening to the music on the outside, wishing they were inside the party, the 10-win party. Yeah, those were good days. Those were good times. But with the expansion of how many games are on a week and with so many, it's so easy to get double digits now. So 10 isn't as prestigious as it once was back in the day. You know, we got so many statistics and so many things. That was back in the days when there was no, you know, Sunday ticket and you didn't get to watch all the games. And so you just had to guess what the hell is going to happen. Now we're so informed. It's a lot easier to put up double-digit wins. That doesn't diminish it, but it's not as impressive as it once was. But that's the good old days. You know, Russ. You remember those good old days, Russ. DC Dude. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, we got picks in cap room, Lou. Dancing in the streets. All night long. See how I switched it up on you? Gonna give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Switched it up on you. You was looking for the other one, won't you? You was looking for the Lionel Richie joint. All night long, all night. Oh, that's what you was looking for. I switched it up on you. Gave you a little something different. We're going to talk about that tonight on the live stream. We're going to talk about that tonight. Soul Hughes, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, sorry, Lou. I ain't put in my weekly picks until 7 on Thursday. It's all good. I'm leaving. I've been leaving the window open until 8, trying to give people as much time as possible to get their picks in a timely manner. Thanks for keeping it open. Can't believe I picked the dumbass Giants, shaking my head. Got to do better. They should have won. You can't beat yourself up for that. I don't know if you watched the game or not. Graham Gano missed 2 chip shot field goals. They should have won the game, including one from 35 yards with 30 seconds left, which would have put the game out of reach. The Jets weren't going to score a touchdown. It would have been 13-7 with 30 seconds left. The game would have been over. You didn't. That wasn't a dumb pick. The Giants just giant. That's all. They just let you down. You should have won that game. I'm glad you didn't, because that would have really hurt the kid, you know? That wasn't a bad pick. I'm going to just let you know that right now. I know in hindsight you didn't win and you feel bad for making the selection, but don't. I'm telling you, you should have won that game. Antisocial Sully. Stand up. You are the newest member of the MOBB. Mob, y'all know what to do. Show Antisocial Sully some love and make him feel welcome, man. He already said he's antisocial. Well, we want to make sure he's all social, okay? And not anti. Get him out of that shell. Welcome him with open arms. Show him what it's like to be a member of the MOBB. Antisocial Sully, welcome to the squad. We'll take care of you, man. We'll take care of you. All right. Let's get to the comment section. All right. Hey, how you coming with that, Big B? How you coming with that piss? Yeah, I know. It's a little strong. I can smell it from over here, man. It smells like straight Honey Nut Cheerios, bro. Go ahead and keep knocking that thing back. I'll check on you in a little bit. Niners fan. Right. Hopefully Chase can regain his confidence playing next to Boza. They're good friends. I talked about that earlier on the stream. And also pretty good value to get him for a third and what could be a one-year rental. I'm going to talk more about that on the stream later on tonight. So I got a lot of thoughts, running through my head. And we'll talk about a number of them later on tonight. Kevin the PRF, this Soul Survivor thing is easy. Not getting got. Hashtag Rookie of the Year. See, you messed up. I hope you knocked on some. I hope you knocked on some wood. Hey, whoever he picks, don't pick that team this week. He's probably going to be eliminated. He might have just signed his death certificate. Richie Rich says, we in the building, bet the board, coming for the crown. Well, you did a hell of a job this week in doing that. Says, I trust you. My money is in good hands. That's one thing I always make sure is that you get your bread. You earned it, you're going to get it. J Cam Man, 99 writes, serious question. If our picks are late and the sheet is closed, how do we know what the order is on the sheet? If the sheet is closed, does it still show the order? So you got two choices. You can go to the link for the master sheet, and you'll see all the picks that everybody's made already, and you'll see the order that they're in. So you can then make the selection that way. Or you can simply type in on Google NFL Week 9 schedule. And what will pop up is they will give you the Google schedule, and it'll be listed. I do mine in that order right there. So you got two choices. Either go to the link that for the master sheet, and you can go to weekly pick 'em, or you can go to the winners and losers, and all the picks will be there that everyone's made, and you can look there. Or you can go to and this is what I advise you to do, because sometimes if you come in, let's say you come in 30 minutes late, Thursday night football started at 8:15, and you get in there at 8:45, and you're like, shit, I missed it. I might not have the master sheet up yet, right? I might still be working on that. So your best bet is to just go to Google, type in NFL Week 9 schedule, and it's going to pop up on the screen, and they're going to be side by side. I don't go straight down. I go left to right. So I go straight across. Boom, 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 just like that. And you'll be able to tell, because if you try to go straight down, you're going to run into some 4 o'clock games before you run into all the 1 o'clocks. So you have to go in order like this, right? Like a Z all the way down. And you'll see what I'm talking about. But that's the order the games are in. That's where I get my the games from, and that's the order that I put them in. All right. Good question. Richie Rich says, I'm sorry, Louie T. I never miss my picks. Let me pay for pick 'em pool next week because it's the closest you're gonna get to him. Ooh, talking shit. You're talking shit, bitch. Oh, okay. You talking spicy. I sent you the PayPal. Can't super chat. It's all good. All right. Challenge accepted. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm getting close. It's close. I'm gonna take care of business. You've given me the extra added incentive to get it done this week. Talking spicy. My guy, Antisocial Sully. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a member of the MOBB, who writes, hey Lou, what's up, Antisocial Sully? Says, I watch every video, so it was past due to join the mob. I will definitely be active in all the pools and stuff next year. Looking forward to it. You know, been doing this for a long time, and I know it's easy to not know that I was doing this because I wasn't doing a good enough job of, you know, keeping you guys abreast. I would usually be, you know, behind the 8 ball, throwing this thing out 2 weeks before, you know, the season starts. But I was early this year. I sent it out in July. I kept doing videos to remind you guys to sign up, pay your you know, registration fees and all of that stuff to get in. And I'm going to make sure that we have these kickback sessions to keep everybody, you know, abreast of what's going on, and also make this thing feel like a, you know, make it feel intimate. You know, I don't want you to feel like you're in this thing with 1,000 or 1,000,000 people and you're just one of, like, you're in something on ESPN. Like, that's what Jay Camman said. Like, it kind of just felt, it felt distant. You know, it didn't feel like a close-knit group. And that's what I wanted to have, that kind of feel. Because it is intimate. It's not a lot of us, you know. The more people play, you know, the harder this will be to do, obviously. But while we got it, we're going to do it. So look forward to having you on board next year. Should be a lot of fun. This is what makes the season that much more enjoyable. Love football as it is. Then when you add in the element of, I need this team to win or I need that team to win, it adds a little bit of extra sauce on top, you know? So anyway, I digress. Anyway, hey, how you coming, Big B? You got about a third left? Okay. You're doing good, my man. Go ahead and finish that up. We about to get out of here. So I haven't really looked at week number 9 yet to see what kind of a week I think it's going to be. I'm about to take a look at it now as we speak, though. I'm gonna give Big B a chance to gobble down the rest of that piss. So we'll go through the sheet real quick for this week and kind of determine. I'm not gonna give you what I'm thinking about doing. You don't need my damn picks anyway. I've been stinking it up, so you don't want to listen to me anyway. But I'm gonna tell you if I think it's supposed to be an easy week or if this is gonna be a toughie. We gonna see. Let's throw this on up here real quick. And see what you guys are talking about. So Titans Steelers, that's gonna be tough because Will Levis had himself a week. We'll talk about that on the podcast tomorrow. And Kenny Pickett, I think, is going to play, but he's banged up. And do you trust Kenny Pickett? That's for you to decide, not for me. Dolphins and Chiefs should be interesting. Chiefs coming off of an ugly loss. Dolphins been playing good ball, but yeah, you know, And it's over in Germany. So that'll be interesting. Vikings, Falcons. What do you do there? No Kirk Cousins, right? Bears, Saints. Again, what do you do? Rams, Packers, Commanders, Patriots. A lot of games that could go either way. Seahawks, Ravens. A lot of games that can go either way. Bucks, Texans. A lot of games that could go either way. This is going to be a tough week. I can see this right now. Cardinals, Browns. Cardinals traded Joshua Dobbs to the Vikings. And I wouldn't be shocked if he started this week. Crazy enough. He did it with Arizona. They traded for him right before the season started, and he started week 1 and actually didn't play that poorly. Colts and Panthers. Whew. Giants and Raiders. Ugh. Cowboys, Eagles. Bills, Bengals. Chargers, Jets. What a week. What a week. This is exactly what I need. I need one of these weeks. Now I just got to go be special. And I'm talking not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. I need to go be bad this week. I need to go be a bad boy. I got a feeling some of y'all are going to drop the soap on this one. Drop the soap. I see some of y'all dropping the soap this week. Whoop! Go ahead, bend over, pick it up. Big B, you done? Damn, you finished it up. Good job, man. Good job. I thought it was going to be a little squig. Usually, everybody leave a little corner trying to cheat. But you got it all in there, man. You done this before? You drunk piss before? You knocked that back pretty easily, man. No gagging or nothing. Give me my damn cup back, man. All right. This is going to be a tough week. I hope y'all ready. Hope y'all got y'all game face on. This is not going to be easy. Shadow Striker 789. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Shadow Striker 789 writes, I'm going to join this one. Just got this member thing here. Came from Ed Oliver's stream. Y'all the goats for real. Y'all two the goats for real. Can't believe the Giants plus the Bears made us fire sale. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. That's pretty like Ron. If we were 5-3, what transpired today would not have taken place. It's really simple. Ron brought this on himself. So here we are. And I said that earlier. The circumstances are what prompted them to do what they did today. And so you'd be remiss if you thought it was anything other than what it is. Like, don't make this out to be something that is not. Better record, better showing. This doesn't happen. Period. But anyway, I digress. That's going to do it for me, your man Louie T, here on the week number 9 LouieTeeNetwork exclusives kickback session. Y'all know what it is. If your picks ain't shit, you're drinking piss. You know what it is. I'll see you guys next week. I think it's gonna be tough. I can see y'all splitting the piss cup next week. I can see a number of y'all getting pissy with it. Nah, getting pissy with it. We'll see. Anyway, y'all get out of here. Hopefully, I'll see you over for the CNN Live here in about 5 minutes or so. Have a good one.